Okay.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Timer started.
All right, good luck, everyone.
Thank you. All right.
All right, and we're going. Looks like stream delay is a little different for our runners.
Around 7 seconds for Urban, and I don't know about Cap because the stream decided to poop out.
Oh, actually, they seem to be pretty synced.
Yeah, I refreshed it.
Except Cap's having a little bit of buffering.
But anyways, Pikmin 2.
Yeah, so
the game with
what did
Louie
we
in
end
it.
up deciding on? Is it
They're doing normal, I'm pretty sure.
normal with early blues patch?
I don't think they have. I don't think they're doing
normal
early
with
blues.
like a backup save or something. They said.
Yeah. It's like if you soft lock an EB, you have to enter SH at +3 minutes.
So that's I don't know when the +3 minutes is going to apply. If they're just going to wait a couple minutes before starting their next file, or if we're going to say that like the next runner has to wait until they.
Well, it looks like they
I don't know.
both beautifully did day 1 extinction. The game fast as fuck.
Yeah, so we're still in early game here. We're not going to see too big of a difference between our runners in the early game here. It's pretty optimized. Not too much RNG going on here.
Cap only seems behind because of stream buffering, because that's always fun.
Yeah, since we skipped day 1 with the Pikmin extinction, we're going to actually take several days here to grow up our Pikmin numbers, to crush the bag and move on to our first cave. So that's gonna take a little while of just growing Pikmin here.
Yeah. The goal right now is just to get all these flowers, get the Bulborb as well. And so what happens is that we let the first pellet, the closer one, get in, and then throw into the second one. And then while that's happening, we lead the Bulborb back so the pellets get ready to pluck.
Yeah, so we lead the Bulborb back because letting him walk is faster than how fast the Pikmin carry him. So the closer we can get him to walk to the onion, the more time we save.
Especially red leaves.
Yeah, I'm sure if we had white Pikmin by now, it would probably be faster to just kill it and carry it.
Yeah. We're gonna see any variation of Louie skip. We didn't see any from Urban, but we might see it from Cap.
I believe they had a gentleman's agreement to not go for Louie's skip.
Well, the stream buffer, so we may never know. You gotta go look at Cap stream for that now. Oh, is that an ad? This is already turning like the fucking the Pikmin 2 coach races finals. It's shout out to Twitch for that. Every 3 seconds. You're not watching on Twitch.
You don't have an ad blocker on? Come on.
Bro, if I did, then every stream is gonna be buffered. Well, it looks like they're both at the relatively same pace. Because Urban hasn't really been buffering. The stream hasn't really been buffering. Cap has been a lot, but when I refresh it, they're basically...
Yeah, once you refresh, it'll sort of catch back up.
Yeah.
So they're still pretty much dead even here.
Yeah. So the most important part of about this split is getting the first one pellet in there, because you need to grow 15 exactly for the paper bag, since that requires 15 Pikmin.
Right, and so the quicker that we can grow those last 2 Pikmin,
Yep,
That's,
hashtag limiting factors.
that's our limiting factor to moving on. So now that we've grown 15 Pikmin, Urban is finally gonna escape the landing site.
Then Cap is about to escape the landing side as well. Ooh. Urban miscounting, throwing one last Pikmin at the second 5 pellet.
So now we've got a cool little trick here, the egg push, where we're going to be pushing this egg down the slope, and it'll, if you don't do it, you can break the eggs up here and have the nectar up there, but you have to bring all your Pikmin up there later. So this just saves the time of walking all the way up there with your Pikmin, and since we have a little downtime while we're waiting for stuff to come back into the onion, we can use that time to push the egg down. And Urban doing a great job. See how Cap does, and
Cap also does it.
looks like he gets it down too. Now there is still a little bit of RNG in what exactly comes out of the egg. We could have a single nectar,
Double nectar,
Mitites. Or Mitites. And what we want to see is the single nectar, because that's the most
It just goes to where the egg is, so you can actually nectar all of them. It's easy. Looks like they both got single nectar. Both Butterflower, all their Pikmin. Something a little funny. I don't know. I asked my dad to go to the store to buy me an Ethernet cable, and he said order it online, and I'm getting it. I think I'm getting it tomorrow. So, if this race was just pushed back to like Monday, we would not have to deal with this buffering. Minor L. Or maybe we have. I don't know. My internet's kind of trash. It seems like Urban is now entering Emergence Cave, the cave with purple Pikmin in it.
Yes, I know Urban's been playing a lot of All Treasures lately. Let's see if he doesn't double Emergence Cave, because in All Treasures you need to do Emergence Cave twice to grow extra purples. But I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
So Cap now entering Emergence Cave 1. And so does Urban. Oh, not 1, 2. Sorry, I can count, I swear.
Alright, so yeah, it's a little hard to tell with this buffering, but it looks like Cap is pulling ahead a little bit here.
Cap is now growing purple Pikmin, and so does Urban. Purple Pikmin are some of the most broken stuff in this game. They're also really important in AT, but this isn't AT, this is Pod.
Yeah, so purple Pikmin are going to be very important. Even though they're really slow, they can carry as much as 10 Pikmin. So
Yeah.
they're
And they're
They're really
basic, yeah, and they're basically a necessity for combat. Combat without purple Pikmin is always slow, unless it's like a Bulborb and you have pin perfect aim, or dwarf Bulborb. Ooh, Urban missing one. Looks like he's gonna be down one purple already.
oh, down a purple already. That's going to be a little rough.
And he loses a purple and a red there. That's gonna cost him a little time later for both gates. And wipe out.
In the bag, and yeah, that's just going to be. That's going to be bad for a while. Your purple count is actually pretty important just for how well you're able to deal with a lot of fights. So being down one isn't that bad, but it could lead to
It's bleeding time.
some serious time loss throughout the run here.
I mean, after enter White Flower Garden, it just doesn't really too much matter. Assuming he doesn't kill anymore, which I'm gonna. He plays AT. We have Cap. Aglet. It's the thing that allows you to go to Awakening Wood. Now we're about to see enter Hole of Beasts. Oh, the double ad? Never before seen?
Oh
So
man,
yeah,
we
this-
got two ads going on.
This race is
Only
sponsored
the
by
highest
whatever these
quality
two.
stream here at Pikmin Community.
Yeah. This stream is sponsored by whatever these two companies are. I have no idea. I will never use them. Urban seems to be a little ahead, since I refreshed both streams.
That's a little surprising to me, considering what happened with Urban's Emergence Cave 2 there.
You might have just been more #urgent. And also, Buffer can screw with it. Urban because he has to wait for the wall to break down. He pushes all his Pikmin to near the nectar is, so the Pikmin don't have to so you can save time by not having to wait for the Pikmin walking there. So it's a little smart way of minimizing time loss. It also gives you something to do instead of having to wait.
Cap having some trouble getting that nectar down.
It seems like Cap lost 2 reds. Cap did a strat where he throws 3 reds into that what I would call a spiky nose guy. I probably knows the real name.
Burrow net.
Yeah, the Boronet. To kill it before the wall gets down, it saves like a little bit of time.
Aren't you the one of us who runs this game?
Listen. Listen.
Uh-huh.
I'm a little stupid.
Alright, so Urban's on Holy Beast 2 here growing up. The purple Pikmin numbers. This should be the last major purple Pikmin farm in the run, I believe.
Unless something goes horrid wrong, like in BK or SCX. Or Snaggerdoll for that matter. But I'm sure nothing will go wrong, ever.
Yeah, it's Pikmin 2. What could go wrong?
Exactly. This game is always consistent.
Right, so collecting that treasure there, Urban really smartly maneuvered his Pikmin around it, around the outside of it before having them latch on, and that will basically just allow them to all grab on a little bit quicker.
And also, this is one of the first RNG points of Pikmin 2. You notice how both Cap and Urban's layouts are different, where the not the floppy disk is pointed towards, for Urban, it pointed towards the ship, while for Cap it pointed towards the round thing. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter since since it's still gonna go in first, but like for someone like me, that's gonna go in second, losing a little bit of time.
Right, so on sublevel 4 here, in addition to the treasures, runners are also going to be looking out for a certain alcove that has mitites in it, and they'll be using the nectar from killing those guys to flower up their purples, as well as collecting all of the mitites for extra money.
Urban's card wasn't in the little hook thing.
Yeah, that's uncommon. The card is usually in that sort of candy cane shaped section there.
Yeah. I know it's something like with Fire Geyser or something like that. #score. God damn it. Oh, the Bulbasaur was Urban's first body?
Oh yeah, because he
That explains why he was a little. That explains why he was a little ahead of Cap, because he didn't get one of the cutscenes.
That's right, because of that mistake in Emergence Cave 2, he didn't get to collect the snow Bulborb corpses.
Yeah. I mean, he right now he's just down 4 Pokos, which isn't too big of a deal. That's just one. You can make that with like one dwarf.
Plus whatever Cap may have gotten on Blood Beast 1. Because sometimes you could get some sheer grub corpses there.
Yeah. Looks like they're going for fastest Empress.
Yeah, so if you just run right at the Empress here as fast as possible, you will sometimes get this quick kill here. There's a bit of nuance to it. There's like a specific time in the animation that you have to.
That was so perfect.
Very good kill, but not the best luck on how the treasure dropped, and it was a little tricky to load the that treasure there.
The prototype detector, the gauge.
Yes, because you really want to load the treasure with all reds so that it'll go faster.
So now Cap is ahead of Urban by a bit. And Urban's down 10 Pokos in comparison to Cap.
Yeah, so Cap's ahead by about, looks like 5 to 10 seconds plus whatever Pokos.
And also that means Cap also got fastest Empress.
Yeah, Cap does usually go for that fastest Empress fight.
I mean, it's named fastest for a reason. So this is where we'll see Urban losing a bit of time.
Yeah, since this thing, you need the weight of 200 Pikmin or 20 purples, but Urban only has 19, so he has to use some reds to.
10, yeah. He has to throw 10 reds compared to Cap's 1 purple. Garden 1, which is basically another version of Holo Beast 1, except they can't be in the middle room.
Right, and since this treasure takes a long time to come in, they should be able to collect most, if not all, of these sheer grubs.
Yeah, it's not uncommon to get, like, everybody here. Man, I love the strat of just going ape shit on the sheer grubs in the middle room. With your purples, you just spam throw.
I mean, I like to swarm them as I walk by the first time, but I'm bad at the game, so.
I mean, it just makes me feel nice. It probably doesn't matter which way. It's fun seeing the purples go boom. Urban going for the read, and unfortunately was a bit of a missed one, since the hole was there, not the treasure. But both of the treasures are surprisingly close for Urban.
Yeah, Urban's got a great split layout here. They're both fairly close. Even though the lead wasn't that great.
Cap's layout was also not that bad.
Cap does have, like, pretty much the perfect layout, I think, right?
I mean, it'd probably be a little bit better if the treasure didn't have to go around. Actually, maybe. I'm not sure which one's the perfect layout. But all I know is that both of those layouts were pretty damn good.
I'm not sure how much closer that drought ender could have been. And since the other treasure came in first,
doesn't matter.
The factor was how far away the farther treasure was.
Yeah. And now we're going to what makes this game fast.
Yeah, so we get white Pikmin here. We're going to be growing 15 white Pikmin. White Pikmin carry stuff very, very fast. Even white leaves carry faster than flower Pikmin of any other color. That's how fast they are.
There's a difference between their walking speed and the carrying speed. Like walking speed, white Pikmin are about as fast as like a purple leaf. and you'll notice that mostly and enter SCX, since you're basically guaranteed 2 white leaves. But their carrying speed is much faster than any other type.
Yeah, so we're gonna be getting our white Pikmin flowered here, and you'll see they're gonna try to call off as many purples as possible and replace them with whites just to get this treasure moving as fast as they possibly can.
Half, now I'm just collecting the tape and about to enter probably the worst sublow in this cave.
Yeah, so there are 2 treasures here, but the mushroom is not worth much at all, so this is going to be our first skipped treasure of the run. We're going to only get the
Cap got the Spyro room spawn. Oh, this is one of them. This is those layouts, ain't it?
Ooh, yeah, Cap's got some pretty bad RNG here. Urban's looks a little better, I would say.
Oh, they're only a little. Probably like 20 seconds ish.
Yeah, so
maybe 30. Maybe an hour.
That one, just from this one sub-level, Urban is now pretty much just taken the lead back, even after everything there in the early game.
Yeah. But it seems like Cap is way ahead on money, if I remember Urban's total correctly. They're both going to Snagger.
Here's another reason why this game is really fast, is the knapsack. And we're gonna see some use out of this right away after we leave White Flower Garden.
The knapsack is busted.
Yeah, so normally what it's supposed to do is you lay down and Pikmin can pick you up and carry you back to the landing site. But there's some issues with the pathing that they can take, where you can they can just carry you right up cliffs that you're not supposed to walk up.
Well, also just a suggestion in Pikmin,
where if you get out of bounds and you fall out of bounds using the knapsack, you can respawn in a different location. And we're going to be abusing both of these facts right away to get into the Blue Onion area early.
Yeah. Time for everyone's favorite trick, early blues. AKA the reason why we had such a fucking conundrum about starting this race. Because EB patch.
Right, so we knapsack up this cliff, and now by using this poison cutscene, Urban is able to clip through the scales and out of bounds. And after some pretty precise out of bounds walking, he's going to drop down a knapsack and
he gets it.
Get right into the Blue Onion area. Excellent. And now, see if Cap can do it too. I know Cap usually goes for a more aggressive approach towards
YOLO early blues. And he turns, he naps, he gets it, but if he soft locks, then that's an L. Looks like it's gonna be a mystery and he gets it.
He gets it. Nice. Excellent.
Now I found time for the second reason why this split is named Depression for me. So you take for that you take a white Pikmin, and then throw it off to the side and throw it into that Pacific wall, and then you have to nap with blue Pikmin. It has to take you to the blue onion. Because of where the onions are, it will just for red one it's just gonna take you back to the red one. For a blue one, it's gonna go up the wall and then go back. And so you have to unnap yourself once it's up the wall with blue.
Yeah, now we didn't get to see how many tries Cap took. It's
I'm gonna refresh and it's still on it. Oh nope, safe one.
did you talk about the blue and red?
Yeah, I talk about how they have to go for the blue knapsack because of the path where the
Yeah, so white Pikmin and purple Pikmin sort of pick randomly between the three colors. Since we don't have yellows, if it draws yellow, it'll default to red. So red's the bad one, and it actually is. There's a 2/3 chance of red and a 1/3 chance of blue. So it can take several tries to get the right color there. But it looks like both of our runners got past it, and now we're doing Snaggart Hole, another very notoriously annoying.
the fun
hole.
cave.
So our first maybe problem sub-level here is Snaggart Hole 2. Now there's a lot of variance with the RNG here.
Yep, it could be crossover water, double.
Is that the strawberry is the most valuable treasure on this floor, so it's the only one we're going to be getting.
Looks like top for Urban's top to bottom crossover water. For Cap, he might have to cross over the water. Yes, he does.
Looks like they both kind of have a top to bottom layout.
Yep. Now here's where we have a little difference of strat, where Urban keeps a captain there and throws Pikmin off to the side, while Cap likes to just go immediately and walks back with a captain in five reds. I think it really depends on the layout. Like if the white flowers,
there's a white candy pop bud that you're gonna be using to grow more whites.
yeah.
Because again, white Pikmin are really fast, so every opportunity we have to get more whites, we're gonna be taking.
Not growing these whites is a mistake. That mum might cross issues, and he doesn't.
Yeah, that's
So-
fine.
Another thing about the sub level that's really weird, you have to keep when they're crossing the water, you have to keep them into like on screen, or else the Pikmin will kind of latch off of it and start drowning in the water. So you have to keep that on screen just so they don't fall into the water and die, and you lose all your whites and then cry. Now in this sub-bowl, there's two Snaggrits, and because we have the hashtag gauge, we're able to tell which one actually has the treasure and which one doesn't matter. there. I'm not sure if that's a problem on my end or his end. Anyways, now we have Snaggered Hole 4. Oh god.
I
Let's
was
say
able
we're-
to find the treasures really quickly. I didn't really see if Urban found the cannon beetle yet or not. There is a third treasure on this floor, but we're not going to be getting it because it's worthless.
I can't believe Max will still get this cherry.
It's not even worth the time of the cutscene.
As a cherry believer, there's only 2 layouts where cherry's worth it.
Alright, so Urban is just finding the cannon beetle now, so it looks like Cap's pulling a bit ahead here.
Yeah. Snaggered Hole 5. Let's see here. Snaggered
Now
Hole
this is the first floor that has
and a Tana Beetle.
cannon beetle. Yes, thank you. And what they do is they mess with our treasure gauge until we kill them. So it's going to be really important to track this guy down and kill him as quick as we can. One bulb orb that can spawn anywhere will also have a treasure that we won't be able to tell until we get our gauge back.
Yeah, this is... Oh, Urban getting one of the things already.
Oh, Urban finding the right bulb orb really quickly. That'll definitely help him
Yeah.
pick up some time.
And yeah, and Cap just found his.
Alright, so once all these come back, we'll be moving on to Snaggered Hole 6, another very notorious
Lens, please.
level here. We really want to find Stupendous Lens, which is inside the only falling bulb orb.
Yeah.
So again, it can spawn anywhere in the map, completely unrelated to score. If it is close and on the path to the hole, it'll be a huge help to whoever can get that.
It will really help Urban if you can get that.
Is it 100 or 120?
It's 120.
Yeah, so 120. So that's going to be a lot of extra money
That's the
that you
most.
could use to skip unfavorable treasures later on in the run.
One of the more popular things to skip is Aquatic Mine. And what Aquatic Mine, like, for me, it will cost me like a minute, maybe 40 seconds. It looks like both runners didn't get it. Unless Urban goes for this. Urban's getting Lens.
Wouldn't you have to carry that through water or no? Is that worth it? Is it worth it at that point? I'm not sure.
I mean, I think he's more thinking about that he's way behind in money.
Wait, is he getting the
The Anxious Sprout.
clover too? The science project or whatever?
Is it not Anxious Sprout? That's worth as much as Cherry. Can't believe Urban will get that. Can't believe this is a layout Urban will get a science project.
I can't believe there's any layout you'd get that. But yeah, Urban getting that will definitely allow him to take some skips later on in the run that Cap won't be able to. So now we have a bit of a discrepancy here between.
Now it's in the terms of
That doesn't necessarily mean he's ahead.
yeah. Urban's rich. Cap is like a minute ahead, like 30 seconds ahead.
Cap's fast.
Yeah. The old
So there's
saying,
sort
if,
of like a combination of factors to figure out your true pace in
yeah.
this game.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
Ooh, really bad bounce for Urban there. The treasure went all the way across the level.
No gate, at least. It goes to the old saying, if you're gonna be poor, at least be fast. Now, Enter BK has been a split, I should say, sorry, that has seen some changes, and so does Enter SCX, and also
Yeah, there's been
Enter
some route changes here from
from the last time we streamed.
starting now until, I guess, all of Valley of Repose 2.
Yeah.
We'll be growing less blues, is that right? I don't actually know.
You
all
grow
this, but-
more blues than normal. The require it's the standard amount is usually like, if, assuming no Pikmin get killed, it's like 60 blues, 20 whites, 20 purples.
Right. Don't you grow less blues, but then use? Oh no! I'm sorry. You do have to grow more blues because you're bringing blues into BK.
Yeah.
So you'll be using. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about. I should just shut up.
So yeah, Enter BK. Enter BK has seen some route changes where you don't flower the blues here. You flower them. All red, bro. You flower them on Enter SCX, and on Enter SCX you collect nearly every treasure that you would collect normally on Enter COS, if I remember correctly. And because we don't flower, it's because while we're flowering the blues, something else is happening. We're collecting the battery, and by collecting the battery, that will end the day, and also that'll end the day, and also just be an. I had something to follow up, but then my mind went blank. So after that, you start collecting all the treasures normally, except for Fossil. And Urban having some issues with the BK knapsack. And yeah, the route save is like 20-30 seconds compared to old. Like Cap just entered BK, and Urban is still in the growth phase. Ooh, he had a misfire. I'm sure you won't know what's at like Pi.
What? Sorry.
Urban had a misfire to red.
Ooh. Wasn't the Bulborb, was it?
It was one of the 5 repellets.
Okay.
But I'm sure you won't know what that's like at all. So geographic protection, that allows us to go into Perplexing Pool, but we don't immediately go to Perplexing Pool because we can go to Valley Repose. And that'll unlock us Subterranean Complex and Frontier Cavern, two of the hardest caves in this game. And I am a Frontier Cavern believer. Ooh, what happened with Cap? Hold up. Why does Cap only have 87 Pikmin and a BK? Zero way he killed them all.
Maybe they just didn't follow him, or didn't fuck everyone or something. I'm not sure.
Man, Urban threw one purple, got the stun, and then all the other purples weren't pounding. So if that one purple didn't pound and get stunned, that would have been slightly bad.
Pretty lucky then, huh?
Now, BK4, there are two treasures here. One for Wallywog, Golden Glint Beetle, or whatever it's named.
Yeah, Cap also got 2 purple candy pop buds. I think he's going to be trying to grow with both of them. There's a chance that one or both don't spawn, so I'm not sure if we'll see Urban get both or not.
Now, in New York, you don't grow any purples.
Oh, you don't grow any?
Yeah, you don't grow any.
Oh, well, that's good. That's a little,
Because you don't,
you can sort of minimize the effect of RNG.
yeah. Too bad it all goes to BK6.
Of course, having BK6 with all these blue leaves is going to be pretty annoying.
Yeah. Treasures start moving slow. Honestly, I'd like to put my blue leaves to the first treasure I get in like these type of layouts Cap is having. Just so they're not dealt with in the skull, but also the skull can have a nectar in it. Let's see if he gets it. And it does. So Cap is not gonna have too much time loss since he's able to grow his blues into flowers. And that'll help with carrying stuff.
It's nice, but it doesn't save too much time because they'd be flowering these guys while the battery comes back, right?
I mean, it's more of like in this individual cave, they get to with more flowers. It's not it's more of the cave, not that split. I mean, of course, it's nice that you don't have to worry about flowering these Pikmin, but it's also like doesn't really matter. It's like it's not really time lost, time gain, since you still have flowers you have to flower no matter what. Or leaf you have to flower. That's also really nice for Cap since now the Bulblack's body and not Totem, just the Bulblack's body gets in quicker, just so he doesn't have to worry about not getting it. Urban not getting the egg in his skull.
Yeah, so he has to back off a little bit to make sure his Pikmin don't die to that bomb.
And yeah, you see those blue leaves there? That's gonna cost him a bit.
It's also going to slow down getting the skull back.
Yeah.
But that extra time is going to allow him to get this Bulborb, so...
Luckily, it was kind of cracked RNG. In terms of
I guess
distance.
there's a little trade-off, so Urban's a little bit slower, but even more rich now with that Bulborb.
Now, Emperor Bulblax, aka a literal joke. If you,
Yeah,
if you had
Bulblax-
trouble, if you fucking fear him in Pikmin 1, then just play Pikmin 2 and start laughing.
Bulblax has been massively toned down between 1 and 2 here.
So, yep. And that's dead. Oh, that was really smart from Urban. He dismissed and whistled in such a way where he would get all his white. He separated his leaves and his flowers. And so. And he dismissed and whistled only the flowers. But yeah, Cap's Pikmin count looks good in terms of total Pikmin that he has grown. So you probably just didn't take him with him, which it's honestly fine. So yeah, Urban's gonna get the 50% cutscene. Oh, that my man Cap really going to risk it, dude. So normally for this split, you're supposed to leave like a couple purple. But Cap didn't leave any behind, so he's kind of banking on the fact that my tights won't happen. He does have some blue flowers already, but still. And it looks like he didn't get any Mai Tights. Now Irwin's gonna leave some purples behind. And I really like that strat of just taking out the whites first, and then once the purples start going, start walking away.
That's very nice, because that'll
also separate the leaves.
Not follow you at all, so they'll be there at the landing site, ready to take.
Yeah, and if you have any leaves, it will separate the leaves from the flowers, so you can also flower the purple leaves.
Yeah, that's very clever.
So yeah, it is really important to have all your Pikmin whistled here, because if none of your Pikmin are within your squad or in the landing site, they're dying, because the battery immediately ends the day. Any treasure collected in this overworld will immediately end the day because we skipped day 1. We skipped it to in the first. And how this game wants to do is that the first cutscene you collect in this area, that will just end the day.
Right, and with this new reroute, we're doing all the above ground stuff right away before we start the caves, or well, I guess most of the above ground treasure collecting. Because previously in the old route, we would just rush straight for Subterranean Complex.
Yeah, and like move scrap.
Do all the cleanup after, and there was something called getting scrapped, which would mean collecting the utter scrap early. when you didn't want to, and it would end the day and basically just kill your entire run.
We should probably explain what Cap just did. So Cap did a little nifty thing called grass digger throws, and where you have to get your cursor has to be in this certain position, and then you have to start C-stick throwing and immediately whistle the purples and start C-sticking up, just so they get up there in that ledge. And what that allows us to do, that allows us to get the purples to collect fossil, because you're supposed to collect that fossil with yellows because it's really highly up, but because purples are really weird and have really weird physics, they're also able to collect it.
Yeah, so I believe we're just getting that treasure down and entering Subterranean Complex.
Urban, because he's playing AT doesn't do this, so he's a little bit. It seems like he had a little issues there. But other than that, that still went really good. Yeah, and because of that, he's fully loading the thing just to play it safe. Because if your whites drown or any of your Pikmin drown during that, that's kind of GG. Now we're about to enter to a pretty difficult cave.
Which I think we've said about every cave so far.
Yes, Hole of Beasts, Emergence Cave, White Flower Garden. The hardest cave in this game. Snaggered Hole is RNG, and Subterranean Complex and Frontier Cavern are just hard. And then GK and COS is hard to play fast. Like, they're easy cave, but if they're easy, then do it fucking a minute faster, or 2 seconds faster.
Sketchy website I got this turtle from stole all my info.
Ooh. Have you looked on the bright side?
Discover that multi responsible for unauthorized purchases on your card. That's my turtle. Fraud protection.
Alright, after that ad break, looks like Cap is starting Subterranean Complex 2.
Yep, and Urban starting Subterranean Complex 1.
Right, so there's 2 treasures here in SCX2. There's this gear, and there's one other smaller treasure, like some kind of electrical component or something.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea what it is. It's something. All I know is we have to collect it because it's worth like 80, 100 Pokos.
Yep, and as you see, Cap saw that they were sort of separated, so he separated his group into blues to get the gear, and then whites to get the whatever that other one is.
So you see how he went for the gear blue first with fully loaded blues, and that was moving first, and then he went for all whites for the second thing, and the whites went in first. I think that should say how fast whites are.
That just shows how powerful whites are in this run.
White Pikmin are insane. Are you kidding me?
White flowers carry twice as fast as any other flower Pikmin.
That is on the purple.
Yes.
I,
Any
man,
other non-purple flower Pikmin. Thank you.
SCX3. Cap is known for making that flowchart for this and being good at it. Let's see if it'll be faster than
Well,
Urban.
it's also really complicated. There's 3 treasures, and it's often pretty split layouts.
Yeah, it's a hard sub level.
Ooh, Urban with a really, really cool move there. When a bomb rock fell next to that treasure, but he actually just loaded it and let the Pikmin run away
Yeah,
before the bomb explode. Really, really smart move there.
yeah, you can. And some where the bomb drops really matters if you can do that or not. Because if it drops like in front of the treasure, you whistle them off. They're dying. Because they're gonna push the bomb into them like idiots. Urban opting to do combat first. Kind of interesting. Usually that's one of the last things you want to do, but
Yeah, because it takes time to kill the enemy, and of course, you want to have as many things going on at once as possible. So if things are moving while combat's going on, then that's just multiple things getting done at the same time.
yeah, that bolt came in first, and it's gonna take like a good 5-10 seconds for the other things to come in. Oh, absolute weird ass hole placement.
Very long hallway there.
Yeah, like it like that's the other treasures are taking like 30 seconds to come in, and then in those 30 seconds he
Alright, so
could have been doing
Captain
combat.
on SCX5, and depending on where the hole is, we're going to be skipping this floor no matter what, but depending on where this hole spawns, there's a couple different ways that you might tackle this sub-level. If the hole spawns down low, then you can do what we call rim walk. Otherwise, you'll just nap down there, and it looks like it's a rim walk layout. And no, he just dropped down.
He just naturally he saw that the hole wasn't there. That's the thing.
Oh, the hole wasn't there. I see.
Yeah,
I see.
he just did that immediately. He didn't even check. Which isn't the worst thing in the world, because it's still pretty fast to do that and then drop down.
Yeah, even if it's not a rim walk layout, it's still fast to have a Pikmin carry you up that way and walk down the stairs there. It's still faster than walking down the slope. And Urban, let's see what kind of a layout he gets. Looks like Urban's also trying for rim walk here.
And it's a remarkable layout.
And got it. Very nice. So SCX6 is
Hard.
this is
It's a sub. It's a sub level.
Yeah, there's like a lot all clustered together here. A lot of enemy
Well,
spec.
that's actually kind of good for urban.
Urban, yeah, Urban got a very good layout. One of the treasures
Oh,
spawned.
never mind.
Oh.
So yeah, the reason why that was good is because all the anodes were in that condensed area, which means there's gonna be no anodes to the area Urban's about to go into. But damn, that if he's opting to continue, yeah. So he just smashed and grab here. If he's opting to continue this, he might have to like grow the blues. He's gonna do some hard growing on 8. And it's also gonna be like, oh cap. So yeah, welcome to SCX. Welcome to my least favorite cave.
A chance to really pull ahead here. Urban's probably going to be growing more Pikmin on with the Queen Candy Pops on SCX 8 before leaving, but Cap's going to be able to just leave straight away.
Well, Cap blew up like 3 of their purples.
Yeah, but 3 purples is not as bad as like 30 assorted Pikmin.
Like 30 blues, 10 whites, and 10 purples, I'm pretty sure, for Urban.
I mean, it was 30 Pikmin total.
So here's another instance of Pikmin being absolutely stupid.
What is this layout? Double towers? Or is there just no tower growing?
It's double.
Double towers, okay. Yeah, so there are certain layouts where this tower growing can just not spawn. And
Yeah.
that's very bad because he has a treasure that is worth...
Because this game is very well programmed.
Yep,
and
there are certain layouts where certain treasures just don't spawn.
Like for example, like freaking shower room. There's one layout where the boss doesn't spawn.
Yeah, that one is that one sure is something. What is it? One layout out of like several billion?
Yep.
I wonder if anyone's ever gotten that as their like.
Some poor child got that as their layout, and they thought they 100%. They're like, oh, how interesting! This one doesn't have a boss. I guess that's how they made up for Submerged Castle. And then they go back, they pay off the debt, and they're like, why am I missing a treasure?
Alright, so Cap's heading out of SCX now. There is a boss of this cave, but we're just gonna leave early because it's slow. It's not worth the time.
And it's worth the time for Max. And also me.
So
yeah.
it's gonna be a little bit more cleanup on the above ground here, and then we're gonna be entering our final Valley Repose Cave, Frontier Cavern.
Yep. Yeah. In case you're wondering what the backup is for, first off, Cry, and second off, growing purples and do Mal if you have killed any purples. Luckily, Urban has lens, so he doesn't really need too many blues. He just needs blues to carry the thing.
It would still be good to grow Pikmin from these Queen Candy Pops, though.
Yeah, it's basically a requirement. Oh man, another ad. What is this? A fucking. What's that one game called again? Raid Shadow Legends. Is this just another one of those games?
I don't know. I don't know what that game is.
I guess same. Frankly, I could care less. So let's talk about Urban. Urban has taken out some red Pikmin just so he can carry this fossil thing. That's your in-depth analysis of this.
Alright, so Cap's in Frontier Cavern 1 now, and in this cave, there's 2 treasures that are buried. I know it looks like he's already found both of them during that ad break.
Yep.
There's also doodle bugs, which are really annoying. They spit out poison, which can just make your entire squad run away and panic. And oh, it looks like Cap lost a bunch of Pikmin. How many do you usually go into Frontier Cavern with?
I like 75.
Yeah, because Cap's down to 60.
I think what he did is he just did a rough dismiss on Fossil and just whistled some Pikmin. And also he blew up some purples in SCX. So he looks like he's a little low on purples.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he lost a bunch there in that FC1 or not.
Hold up, let's do some quick math. So I know he exited with 90 something.
It's like 92 minus I think he put like 15 on the first guy.
15 is the bare requirement. Hold up. I can't do math, so I'm taking out the calculator.
So that would bring him down to
65. So he's good.
that would put him down to like high 70s if you put a purple on.
Which he didn't.
Oh, he didn't? He max loaded it?
Yep. I just because I can't do math, I just 90 minus 25, and it's 65. And he has, well, now he has 61. I don't know what the fuck happened. Oh, that guy. That's why.
The cannon beetle, yeah.
Also, Urban seems to be got some whites lost, which just sucks. That's again bleeding time.
Alright, so anyway, FC3. So there's going to be a roaming bullbear here with a treasure. And we also get to see Bulbin for the first time in this run.
Alright, so yeah. I think Kaplan knows everything is now. Because if it's where I think it is, then this layout's kind of cracked.
Well, I guess we'll never know.
Oh, yep, it looks like we're never knowing. Well, looks like I'm looking back on Cap stream to see if I actually got the read right or not.
Cap, I was expecting Cap to grab the Bulbmin just to have more Pikmin here in this cave, but I'm not sure. I guess that's not worth it even at 61 Pikmin.
I mean, I've done this cave with only purples and whites before. It's not that bad. Oh, it looks like this is. So the treasure is gonna be one of those. Yeah, yep. Cap's making me nervous with those anodes and the stream buffered at the worst possible time. So yeah, this is a lot of people's favorite sub-level, because everyone loves snitch bugs and the captain snitch bugs, don't we?
Yeah, especially when there are anode beetles there.
Yeah, especially when there's electricity ready to zap everyone, and you can't do anything about it because you're up in the air, getting grabbed by it, seeing your entire squad getting zapped. So fun times.
Urban looks like having a little trouble with this bull bear. But he gets it.
Urban going for the hashtag Bulbman. You know, you don't have to condemn Urban. Like, for all the shit that happened to him, he's still only one sub-level behind.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if he's already taken his skip or not, but
He hasn't.
he was ahead on Pocos.
At least I don't think he has.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So yeah, Cap is gonna have to pluck all these guys since the snitch bugs are fun. Cause like, do you see how many whites the snitch bugs got?
Yeah, so planted Pikmin will die if you move on to the next sub-level without them. But if you pluck them, then of course any Pikmin that's above ground, even if they're not with the captain, will come with you.
So we get the most useful power up, the Rocket Fist. AKA, you want to spam throw Pikmin? Too bad, you're doing 3-hit combo.
But now you can kill stuff faster
Yeah, Pikmin.
by punching them.
Yeah, Pikmin. Yeah, purple Pikmin.
But you can punch stuff faster now.
How about give me an upgrade that allows me to carry shit faster?
That's called white Pikmin.
That's called Crab in Colossal Caverns. So yeah, this game's cave generation is wonky. It is ultra wonky. Oh fucking Christ, that. I mean, like you see, there was just a pathway just going zigzag, connecting to 2 alcoves with Urban's little thing.
Right, so it looks like Urban's probably a good 2 sub-levels behind at this point.
I mean, sub level 6 gets
Yeah, but Cap's about to finish sub-level
True.
7.
Captain got not the greatest 7, Like the yo-yo was far, but the other treasure was kind of close. But he didn't really have to. He didn't really have to deal with any of the big bulb orbs. So just the treasure is kind of far. Oh my God, Cap! Cap was about to enter Frontier Cavern 8, and then you realize, oh wait, fuck, shit.
Yeah, so we skipped the boss of this one, too.
Yeah, both
because
of the bosses here are getting skipped.
even though the treasure you get from this boss is really nice.
It allows the captain to move faster, but the problem is that it's way too late in the run, so it doesn't really save that much time. And you have to fight the boss without sprays. Think about it like that.
Yeah, that's another problem. It's a tough boss.
You know Empress from Whole Beast, yeah. She's already woken up, and also she's spitting out babies that will one shot hit everything 1-2
Yeah,
combo.
they will eat fast.
It is near impossible to save them if a Pikmin gets eaten by one of them.
But luckily, we don't really have to worry about that in
Yep.
Chaos.
And then in all treasures, you get sprays. Now, in this game, bug money, we haven't even talked about bug money at all. Bug money is really important. You need, the treasures only, like, if you just collect every treasure, you won't pay off the debt. You have to collect some of the bugs. Like, they're
Every
only,
treasure that you get in the standard route.
yeah. Like, Lens allows you to skip a treasure or be very, very lenient. But it's usually better to skip a treasure since that's a 10-second cutscene, and also you have to collect it, wait for it, and all that. While with bugs, you can just throw a purple and it's gonna get collected if it's like in the start. Oh, Cap gained the cringe layout where the gate's behind the duck.
Alright, so at this point, I'm gonna get heading out so I can get my stream set up. We will get Anthony in here to join you on commentary whenever he is ready.
Alright then. So Urban's getting every single type of Pikmin because of the hashtag incident. Yeah, he has his whole total Pikmin net right now. Cap is now entering Citro Spiders 3. Citro Spiders 3 has 2 treasures and also has 2 gates. It is very... It's honestly kind of hard to play this fast. Because it's just... long. I also wish I had chat open. As I was saying about bug money is really important in this game. The treasure alone won't cover like the whole funding of paying off your student loan debt. So, so you have to collect the bugs that you kill. I think you need to collect a total of like 100, 200 ish. And if you're running low on bugs, the usual backup is collect in COS 1 collecting Love Nugget. So that's like 40. That's 40 Pokos. But sometimes the Love Nugget can be in very, very unfavorable positions. Like in one of my runs, I had to collect Love Nugget and it took a minute. And the standard rule for collecting bugs and more like collecting anything that costs money is like I think it's like a Poco every 2 seconds. Or no, 2 Pokos every second. Yeah. You need to collect bugs. That's why knowing how much money you need or don't need is very important. Oh my fucking god, I don't care about your ads. Go right back to Urban. So COS 2 has 3 treasures that we all collect: the lip service, the duck head, and the one in the Wollywog. There's 2 Wollywogs here, so you have to use the gauge to determine. Or if you want to, you can kill them both, but you can distract them with a Pikmin or a Captain, wherever you so choose, or just kill them. And usually, you would like to get the duck head going first, since the duck head will take the longest to move, since it's slightly buried. They've been getting some real nice RNG with the can not getting gated, but that means most likely the hole is gated, which it isn't, which means probably the seashell's gated, unless it isn't. Unless I'm getting absolutely pranked by the universe. Yeah. So BLL, there are a couple of variations I can fight BLL. There's the Cap Revenge way, or old way of trying to go for Shakeless, or doing what Cap is now doing, that the stream is now pranking me because now it's buffering, where you throw as many purples as you can on the main body, and then immediately throw it on its top right leg. I'm pretty sure they're both around the same speed. Shakeless I think is slightly faster, but it's also like insanely hard to get it or rare. But yeah, other than that, BLL is pretty pathetic. Now, as soon as we're about to see Cap, gonna go get Aquatic Mine. It's a treasure that's most commonly skipped if you get Stupendous Lens, which Urban does. So Urban is about to catch up a little bit of there, and then if he's good on money, then he might be able to. And then he's gonna skip a small on GK, or if he collects enough bugs. Or just already his plan was to be very lenient on bugs. So yeah, he's gonna save around like 40, 30-ish minute, like a minute to 30 seconds on Cap. More likely 30, since Cap is good at the game. But yeah, his purple kind of worked. Oh, it's still more than what Cap had to fight BLL. Yeah. It seems like this is a very low purple run. Purples seem to be dying left and right. Now, Urban wasn't able to get enough damage onto BLL to comfortably go for the strat I just talked about, so he had to do that. Yeah. Ooh, it seems Cap is getting chalk. Did you skip Aquatic Mine to get chalk? Because if that's the case, then that's kind of interesting. I have to see his poke count a little bit. Ooh, it seemed like he was at a weird Poco count that allowed him to get chalk. But yeah, Urban can just head immediately to Glutton's kitchen. Do we see an instant of Moke throws? No. So it's for Cap. It's now above the house. He's just able to throw some lights up there, and it's able to go its merry way. About to go Sonic the Hedgehog on this, even though they're not blues. What Urban's doing right now is doing the knapsack up to GK, and in AT it's also up to Submerged Castle. And it's not really that precise. Like I feel it's around like where he stand. It's just you have to time it really. It's more of a timing thing. While like enter BK's knapsack is more precise. Now, sub level 3 of GK. There's this one. Bird bugs can only carry stuff that don't weigh either 10. I think the maximum is 10 or 20. No, it's 10. And how? And in this sub level, there's one treasure that's weight 10 and also required to get. So you have to quickly go. You have to quickly go to that treasure to hopefully not get bread bug. And as we can see right there, Cap, that's the treasure that can get bread bug. Getting bread bug is really bad. It will start losing you time. Oh, and it looks like Urban is having to do Moke throws. So with Moke throws, you have to get the specific angle. You have to make it so the cursor is going kind of up and down with. Like, just Purple's physics are just super weird. Like, if you have a chance to mess around with Purple Pikmin, like have him drown and have Blue lifeguard them. It looks like Urban did it. There's another into the Moke throws, which is on the floor captain right now. So we might be able to see some of those if Invigorator's up there. Which it is. Now let's see. Will Urban get bread bug? Yeah. For this, the best way to try to avoid getting bird bug is to go into xylophone room first, because there's a lot of alcoves here, and usually, a general rule of thumb is alcoves usually have treasures in there, and it's impossible for Urban to get bird bug since it's up there. And here we see Cap doing those moke throws. Real nice, real nice. And as we're gonna see here, our racers are gonna be a little more careless with their Pikmin, because this is the final cave of the speed run. So it's like if you found out that you're dying tomorrow, and so you decide to gamble your life savings away. You're not gonna live through the consequences. Sub-level 5. Sub-level 5 has a bunch of
Hello.
Ooh. Oh, hi, Ant.
So I'm sorry I'm a bit late, but hey, I'm here.
You're not late. We're still doing Pikmin 2.
Heroes of Might and Magic, Era of Chaos is a high-level strategy game with an amazing storyline and awesome artwork. There's an insane amount of content.
Seems Urban's getting an ad here.
Yeah. So yeah, Sub-level 5. Sub-level 5 has a bunch of dwarf ball bears and a bunch of berry cannon beetles. And the strat here is this is literally one sub-level away from being the last sub-level of this run. I don't care if my Pikmin die. Ooh, Cap's a bit low on money. And by a bit low, I mean very low.
I'm not very familiar with the game, so so is there backup if he doesn't have enough before he leaves this cave?
Yes, Impediment Scourge. Urban seems to have a little troubles with sub-level 4 with all these bread bugs and shit. Now we're gonna see Urban heading into GK5, so we'll be able to see what I was talking about, just having to hashtag YOLO it, unless he's gonna absolutely prank me by killing these guys. That was unfortunate by Cap. Again, Purple's physics are jank. They just get launched into the air. Like they pound and then they're physics. I don't get them.
Be right back. I'll have to do something real quick.
Alright. So yeah, we're getting pretty soon to the end of the run. And soon we'll be off to, on the red team, Max, and on the blue team, Ty, on Pikmin 3. And because Max doesn't have 3 Deluxe, we'll be seeing some Vanilla 3U as well. So yeah, now Urban is real nice on money. Urban's on is on pace to finish. And Cap has just is gonna go one puka over. For all intents and purposes, this was a really good race. Anyways, Cap finished at a 142-ish.
Max should be on any minute now.
Yep, Max. Right.
Okay, so so we missed the Charlie section here, but here Max was pushing the Pikmin just to let them move a bit faster.
Yep. And now Urban ends at a 144.43.
Okay, so we'll be seeing some very different in stress between Pi and Max because they're on different versions of the game.
Alright, and then we got there you go. This is slightly scuffed, but we got it, don't worry. Nice ad, nice ad. Alright then, I got it all set up. So yeah, tell us a little bit about Pikmin 3U, since I'm not very experienced on Pikmin 3U.
Okay, so yeah, they're very different strats. Day 2 is gonna be very similar, but then it starts getting different on day 3, where we do a skip differently.
Yeah, like, what are the differences between the world records of Pikmin 3 Deluxe and Pikmin 3U?
It's around 4 to 5 a minute. It's right like 5 to 6 minutes actually.
Like
But
6
the
minute
actual
difference.
record is 3D actual record is of 38. The EU world record is a 44.
Yeah, so yeah, the time differences are very different. Now
Yeah,
it's
but like here, it's still anyone's game.
yeah. Uh, well, that proves that he's playing the Wii U. And we're about to from Pi. We're about to see something called seed manipulation if he goes for it. Which seed manipulation where you delay the one pellet a little bit to allow the 5 pellet to come in, which he doesn't go for, which sucks. But
Okay,
anyways,
so here Max is throwing Pikmin across the bridge to get start it on the dirt while we build the bridge. And this is just a bit faster because it minimizes downtime.
yeah, you always want to minimize your downtime in Pikmin. You always want to be doing something, anything. So yeah, one huge difference between you and Deluxe that makes Deluxe so much faster is that Deluxe's normal mode, everyone has HP, every enemy has half HP, and there's much more nectar eggs.
You can flower your entire squad by the end of day 2, which is like the biggest time save on Deluxe besides faster loads.
Don't forget, bosses have half HP.
Meaning we do them very differently.
Yeah, you're gonna see some very different strats. Very cool, honestly.
And 3D Deluxe actually patches some glitches, but we later worked our way around it after like the first week or so.
Because we want to hashtag go fast.
And here there is a slight change to Rock Pikmin that we'll later see on Paizen. And
But
on Deluxe.
is is it that Rock Pikmin will always do maximum damage in Deluxe?
Yeah. And on 3 EU they only do it when they're thrown.
Yeah, a lot of changes. Charging is also different in this game. Where charging, you have to shake your nunchuck to get all your Pikmin.
Yeah, and you charge your entire squad, not just the type that's in your hand.
Yeah, that's a change they made in 3 Deluxe.
And here you can see Max is whistling his Pikmin because he has a squad leave. He whistled them that actually speeds them up by a bit.
We don't have to do
Yeah,
that
and
in
we
3
get
Deluxe.
strawberry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we get the strawberry here because you consume a bit of juice at the end of each day. You consume one bottle of juice at the end of each day, and we have 7 days, but we only have 2 here. So obviously we're gonna have to grab some fruits to make more juice.
We can't
In any
completely
event, we
starve
get
the
2 fruits.
Copites.
Huh?
We can't completely starve the Copites.
Oh yeah, so you can see Pi getting nectar there, and that saves a lot of time him in the run.
Looks like there's a bit of chaos going on Max 25's end.
Yeah, that Baloha can be a pain sometimes. On Max's end, going into a modded fight, you want at least 9 rock Pikmin, and so then you can one cycle the tail.
And he's going in with 10. So that is more than enough. Oh, yeah, another minor difference about 3 Deluxe and 3U. But where you get the rocks, that one enemy, you can just spam through your reds there and it will die. While in 3 Deluxe in 3U I should say. Sorry. In 3U you have to do some weird stuff with it. Like what exactly you have to do with it, Anthony?
You have to, yeah, it's pretty rare. You have to get like some RNG. And Modad on 3U is a lot harder to get what I would like to call 1.5 cycle. But it's much harder to get at it because it has more health, so you have to deal more damage.
Yep.
And here Max is trying to get all 3 buds onto. Max has brought all 3 buds into the fight to get them onto the phone, is which saves 10 seconds over leaves only. But later here on Pai's end, we won't have to worry about that because our Pikmin will be flowered. Now Nectar here actually works different than you saw earlier in Pikmin 2. Because in Pikmin 2, as many Pikmin a bit of nectar as you can. Here you can only have 10 slurp or some nectar.
Yeah, but one Pikmin can't be an absolute glutton and take it all. That's the trade-off.
So here third day isn't over. We still have to grow a lot of Pikmin while we wait for the phone to get back. And we don't lose any time while doing this because we still have to wait for the phone.
Well, what is Max doing right now?
So Max was just waiting for the phone to get back.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why 3 Deluxe is much faster because you have flowers to carry that thing.
Oh yeah, and Max is just having fun. He was about to show off an outbound glitch. But then the phone arrived. But here, Pie's bringing much less rocks into the fight because you only need 5 to break the tier in 3 deluxe.
It seems like he threw a little bit too fast, so all the rocks didn't get caught.
Oh yeah.
Another thing about Maudad, god damn, what is this guy doing? Another thing about Maudad, he can't die if once he's in the wall. He's just gonna survive on a
Yeah.
sliver of HP.
Because if he did, we would just charter out Pigman and not even worry about calling them out.
Now here's where, unless Max goes for Yellow Onion Skip, which I don't expect him at all, here's where we're gonna see a lot of time gain between Max and Pie.
Yo Onion Skip does not save that much time on 3U, unfortunately. However, it saves so much time on 3U Deluxe.
I said we'll never know if he goes for it. Oh man, ads!
Oh yeah, Max is doing the strat called buying a sandwich during the run.
Yeah, it's called getting a sandwich. Very, very unknown technique. So yeah, as we can see here, he did go for it. He activated the Yellow Onion. And now Pie has ended the day.
Yep, and what buying that sandwich does is it warps you 30 seconds ahead of the run.
Very lucrative trick, honestly. Very hard to pull off.
So now Max is gonna be doing a skip that skips building the entire bridge and going through the slot on area. So you can use the snitch bug to just get you out of bounds,
Yeah, Snitch Bug special delivery.
which you actually don't have to do on 3 Deluxe.
Because they decided to make Captain slightly faster in 3 Deluxe, so you can so the walls are literally a suggestion. And he motherfucker got it like second try.
I remember this strat was it's so hard when I tried learning it.
Another change between 3U and 3 Deluxe. Your whistle. Your whistle is so much bigger in 3 Deluxe. It's like you have a permanent amplified amplifier. Now Max is doing a trick called backdoor Phospat, where you have to walk around this edge to go back here, and then once you go through there, you'll be able to go through Phospat. And as we can see here, Pie is executing Yellow Onion Skip, and I think on the first try too. So really nice from Pie. Now he has to walk up this route.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, like we said, wows are just a suggestion.
Yeah, isn't correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't walls in this game basically do not exist? Like every wall is just a slope.
Most wows are invisible.
Like the one that
it's no, it's just floor. It's a very steep floor, but yeah, it's floor. Oh yeah, and you can see Pie just walking up that floor there,
Yeah.
which is much faster than Snitchbug Special Delivery, and
Max
much
played.
easier too.
Max played this day 3 very nicely, honestly.
And yeah, Max went through the hardest part pretty easily, which is Fosbat, which on Through the Locks is actually very easy.
I hear Pied Pusher is doing a Fostback backdoor. Looks like he's taking it a little slow, which is understandable because this is probably
It's a
one of the
race.
harder. Yeah, it's not PB attempt. Now here, we put all of them into electricity because that's faster than dismissing. And also, electricity doesn't insta kill in this game. Thank fucking god.
So because we only have 5 yellows, we need to make some more with using a candy pop bud.
Have we even gone into pluck canceling at all?
Oh yeah, pluck canceling. A Pikmin will pluck himself out of the ground if you press A and then you cancel a pluck, and then you can just move on to the next one right away.
Yeah. Basically, you just spam A and then B a bunch of times, and then it will just.
Minimal time save that adds up.
And Pi got the 2 cycle. So as you can see right here, Pi has gained a lot of time from Max just because of the changes.
Yeah, so here we will be seeing this thing called a Charlie clip. So if you place the captain correctly, if you whistle a captain, you place them behind you on 3U. And if you do it right next to a certain area, you can clip them out of bounds and then dismiss, and then they'll fall out of bounds.
Another
So here we see Max doing. Here we seeing Max doing something called bomb duping. You need some you need some bombs to quickly kill Udemy or Slug. And then later we'll be duping 3. Oh, Max. Yeah, later so normally you would keep that dirt mound active, so then you can dupe 3 more bombs later and blow up that stone wall. But then Max failed it. But on Deluxe, you don't have to bomb dupe at all.
They give you bombs in the arena, don't they? Right?
Yeah, and you don't need bombs in the Mirror Slug because it's like you can just kill it within 3 cycles normally, and bombs don't really help that much. So here we actually see a different strat for this clip. This one is actually much harder than the one we saw Max did, but the one that Max did unfortunately doesn't work on 3 Deluxe. So
Because they patched it out. Because they decided to fix this game.
yeah, one thing I forgot to explain: long whistles. A Pikmin will stay in your party even if you go through a loading zone and they're 10 feet away. There's like one loading zone that doesn't work for long whistles.
Which one's that loading zone?
It's the one in the yellow cave that leads to the Shaggy Longlegs.
Ah. So we see they're both doing Mirror Slug.
Yeah, they have very different strats. And Max is throwing bombs in now because that deals more damage, but we don't need to do that on the left because it has half health. But for last cycle, it is faster to just feed it a bomb and not have it pop out of the ground, and not have to deal some damage to it after it pops out of the ground.
So here we see Pi getting these two bombs because in its next attack, it's gonna go circle around and go in the middle. And so what we do is we throw the two bombs near the middle once it starts dipping, and that will basically just kill it. Yep, and it's dead. And because Max failed the bomb dupe, Max has to have all of this go around instead of just going nicely through the stone wall.
And we have to whistle off and charge them back onto it. So then, because they're idiots and they think they can just bust through the stone wall. So yeah, we have to redirect the path. And here we see it's triggering the drowning cutscene. That's just to make cycles a bit easier on day 5, which we'll explain later.
This game's charging doesn't work half the time, I swear. Or Pikmin carrying shit.
Yeah, Pi losing a bit of time because all that stuff got in after the phone did. So if we end the day as an item gets in, then the onion will not spit out the seed for that item, and instead it will just grow. They will just grow inside the onion, which saves time over having to pluck them.
Because plucking is slow. Even with pluck canceling, there's nothing else happening.
Okay, so here is where things get very different.
And day 5. What a fun and interesting day.
So here it will instantly see a trick be done differently. So on 3 you can just walk through the wall there, but on 3 Deluxe they added an invisible wall so you couldn't just clip there.
But
And then Ice discovered a faster clip up here. Because the original one was like extremely, the original one for 3 Deluxe was extremely janky.
yeah, you have to basically do what you did on day 4. And this happens again on the next day. Winged Pikmin. We have to grow.
Soon we'll see a really cool strat from Max that they unfortunately patched out on 3 Deluxe, and we haven't found, like, they unfortunately patched the way you can get, like, the skip that you can do to get up there on 3 Deluxe. So
Yeah, well, I'm excited to see it because I don't know what you're talking about. So these little packs act on a cycle.
Oh yeah, and on 3U you don't have to worry about any cycles here. I'm for sure. Or you don't have to. Anyway, so yeah, here we just. So yeah. Unfortunately, you can't get up there or like that on 3 blocks, and you can just do a quick long whistle here. Or
That is
you,
cool. Oh,
anyway, so here we'll be seeing another skip be done differently. Well, a skip that we'll see Max do, and then Pi will do slightly differently. So here we see another clip here. Again, we're getting spicy sprays. We didn't get them in Pikmin 2 because they were slower, but here it's actually a lot faster because they actually flower your entire squad.
yeah, they made a change that they just flower everything, which is really nice in 3 to. I'm gonna guess in 3U because like, look at how many leaves my man has.
Okay, so here we'll be seeing. So you can just. So here we'll be throwing out a mount. So we'll be throwing 2 captains onto Persimmon, and you can just stand on the Persimmon and throw out bounds from there. Oh yeah, and Max is killing the bees here. So because then like the next cycle you won't have to have that wait. You have to kill 20 bees and then you won't have to wait. So see how it's gonna attack instantly here. Then you just kill the bees. And this boss has a hard damage cap, so you have to spend 4 cycles here on 3U.
Well, on 3 Deluxe is only a 2 cycle. Yeah, relatively the same idea.
So they should be even at the end of this fight. So Max attempted to go for a strat called no knockdown, but unfortunately he didn't get it.
Now Pi is ahead.
And Pi got no knockdown too.
Real nice, real nice. And now we're going to everyone's favorite part. Louis.
Yep, everyone's favorite part of the run.
Louis.
This is gonna make or break the run. Pi may be ahead, but Max might catch back up, depending on how this will go.
Or Pi gets it really quickly and Max cries.
Either way, anything can happen. Like Max could just pull off a Jayhawk Louis clip. Oh, Pi anything.
And that's almost it. That might be it. And that's it.
You see how close this is? They're, they're so they're so close right now.
Oh, Louis moving on Max? Oh, he is. Yeah, they're basically tied now.
Well, Pi is slightly ahead.
Yeah, so Louis clip. The reason why we have to do that is because the bridge isn't built yet, and in case you're wondering why don't we take the wings, it'll fly over it. Because the wings are gonna hit an invisible wall. And so we have to do that and just keep making them pick up, then dismissing, then whistling and dismissing. So you have it clip a little bit more, and then have it go a little bit to the left, just so it'll start pathing to the ship. Because if it's a little bit more to the right, then it'll continue trying to go to that invisible wall. It is dumb, and I hate it.
Okay, so next day is pretty similar, except for we do the glitch differently, and then we also do one more time save on 3 Deluxe that will make it much harder on 3 EU.
So as we see
Here
there,
we have a boss fight. Here we have a boss fight that can be an absolute run killer on Wii U if you mess it up, but then like which it's also massive time loss if you miss on 3 Deluxe, but your chances of missing on 3 Deluxe are much lower.
3 Deluxe is kind of free for this boss.
Yeah. So yeah, Pi's charging the wings up there, because he's gonna be using them to build the bridge, which we don't do on Wii U because you sort of need the wings into the boss fight, or need to bring the wings there. Yeah, we're gonna be building the bridge, like I said.
Also, something I was about to say. You notice how Pi took out his and then started holding Z. Because of Yellow Onion Skip, some very weird shenanigans start happening with the Onions. Like you can start like taking out yellows that don't exist. It is just shenanigans upon shenanigans.
So here there is a damage cap here, but unlike Squirt Maestro, there's the soft damage cap. And if at a certain point in the animation, you just won't exist. Instead, then you can just kill it in one cycle. This is much harder on 3U because it has double health. You have to do it a bit differently. And
Mac got it.
And we're gonna kill this crab just because it's a pain.
It's annoying.
And it can eat Pikmin carrying Louie. But yeah, what building that bridge skips is the Pikmin having to carry Louie across the river with wings, which loses 10 seconds.
Also, we have to discover the blue onion because there's an invisible wall that prevents us from
Or
going
there'll be an
into.
invisible wall.
Yeah, if you want an answer of why do we do this in Pikmin 3, invisible wall.
Oh yeah, Max only getting 5. Wait, he's under losing a bit of time. Yeah, now Pie's ahead.
Yeah, 3 Deluxe just so much faster.
And then and for Mibble, we you see a real only cool strat for the boss fight.
Now we're heading into Formidable Oak. The land of the golden. So in 3 Deluxe, we use a thing called we use the bombs that are in this cave to we get 7 bombs in total to quickly eat through Plasma Wraith. It's also it's kind of risky since if you're too slow with it, he will just regenerate near every one of his HP. So you have to just fight him normally. And if you're not a Nintendo dude, then not a Nintendo dude. Is it Nintendo? Why Tendu? Yeah, I'll
Why
pronounce it.
10 do 404?
Yeah, if you're not him, then good luck.
I mean, the real pain is in the 3U fight because it's like a lot longer.
Yeah, I don't know much about 3U, so you're gonna have to talk about that one.
So the as we see in the cave are very different. So like the first area is the same, the red bridge and third cross, but then we'll see a really painful strat that we have to do after or that first section.
So, like I said before, walls are suggestions. Plasma Wraith seems to be close to Olimar and with Pipe Pusher. And it went away. He's good.
Okay, so here we'll be seeing Max do a very different strat. Okay, so here we'll be seeing Max. So Max is gonna do another Charlie clip here. And this is actually faster than Dirt Climb, but it's so much harder. And there's a really good chance it could kill the run.
Did you get it?
Oh, there's so the place that Brittany will respawn depends on where the Wraith is, and if it's in the loading zone, then Brittany will respawn in that pool over there, and you'll have to do it again.
What?
If you get that water respawn twice, then you'll lose the run.
That is interesting. So here we see La Bombs.
Okay, so Pi actually lost us like so many positions.
And he... Wow. Well, that's a time from him.
It's pretty good. Oh my god.
Yep, yep. Pikmin is
Yeah,
a...
it's pretty good that it went flying, or else Pi would have lost so much more time.
Yeah. And then that happened because the entire Pikmin squad died. Cody Pikmin, so he wasn't able to fucking kill him before he started doing his abilities.
So yeah, for this fight, Crystal is the worst element you can get. Fire or electricity is the best one you can get.
Well, don't say that. He's just gonna get all
It takes
crystals.
a really long time to break, and water you only have 5 blues. Fire and electric are pretty good.
That's electric.
Well, so congrats to the blue team.
Yep. Congrats to
We will
Urban
see you
and
again.
Pi. Shoutouts to Pikmin 3 on the Wii U.
Managed to secure a modest supply of edible matter for their home planet. Yet still they wonder, can this happen?
Okay, so yep. And can we get the runners in here for an interview?
I don't know.
May not support the entire population. This thought hovers over the explorers as they embark on their journey home. Along with their cargo, they carry with them a sense of unease.
I just realized something about my timer. I'm gonna fix something real fast.
Max is really struggling with Wraith here. It's time for both teams.
Yep. You wanna join in there, VC?